So let's talk about a rapid testing framework. A lot of people are testing ads and testing different angles and different offers and different headlines and all of that in their funnels, which is fine. But if you think about it, the highest amount of speed that you can get when you're testing something is through advertising, right? If you want to test a new angle, if you want to test a new offer, if you want to test a new funnel, what you need to do is to bring it to the front of your funnel. That is where people are going to see it the most. I keep on saying, hey, if you're going to test a headline, don't test it on your funnel, test it on your ads. If you're going to test a new offer, don't test it on your funnel, test it on your ads, because that way you can get like 100,000 impressions for pretty cheap and pretty fast, which is really hard to get 100,000 people in any funnel, right? So that is something that you want to consider. And then you decide where people are clicking on the most. If they're clicking on option A, they're clicking on option B, where people are clicking. So what I'd like to do, let me actually go to the whiteboard here, is something really simple. It's really simple, but do not be fooled by its simplicity, okay? This is my framework when I'm starting any type of campaign. So we have a campaign, okay? And inside this campaign, I'll have 10 ad sets. And within each of these ad sets, I'll have a dynamic ad, which is something that you can do with Facebook. So basically, if you haven't been using dynamic ads or dynamic creatives, Facebook will mix and match your creatives. That means that you can put 10 images or 10 videos here in a dynamic ad, and Facebook will mix and match them using their AI will show different ads to different people. So what I'd like to do here is I'd like to do an ad set level budget, okay? Or ad set budget optimization. When I'm testing, I do not use campaign budget optimization. The reason why is because I want to give these 10 ad sets a fair chance. If you're using campaign budget optimization when you're testing stuff, then that means that Facebook will attribute or allocate that budget however it pleases, right? So I like to start a campaign with ad set budget optimization, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 10 different ad sets in my campaign, let's say at $5 a day each, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to test one interest per ad set. So one interest here, one interest here, one interest here. So basically the only thing that changes from each ad set to the next, it's just the interest. The demographic is the same, the countries are the same, the placements are the same. Usually what I'm going to do is I test automatic placements. Facebook will optimize here, will optimize in my placements, will also optimize in my creative realm, and it will also optimize based on the interest that I'm putting here. The only thing that I'm not letting Facebook optimize for now is my budget. I want to control the budget. And then what you will figure out, what you will find is that out of these 10 ad sets, maybe 3, 4, 5, or 7, or 2 will work the best, will get you the best results. So that basically means that at the end of this testing period, which usually takes, anywhere between 7 days or something like that, it also depends on your budget. You can increase the budget per ad set. That will give you much more data faster. So at the end of this testing period, which usually lasts a week, I will have a decent amount of audiences that I can keep on targeting, number one. Number two, I'll have placements that then I can break down. And number three, which is really important, is I will have dynamic, or I will have creatives that I can reuse. Okay, because with dynamic ad sets, with automatic placements, and with these 10 different interests, what I have is a framework that I can use to pretty much test anything. Right? So then at the end of the period, then I'll have a decent amount of audiences, a decent amount of creatives that then I can grab and turn into regular ads, not dynamic ads. And then I will also have placements. Where are people clicking the most? Where are people going? So then I can extrapolate all of these results so that I can actually go ahead and select, okay, let's run an ad for this campaign or for this audience right here. Let's say that this is a Tony Robbins with placement A, good or great. Placement A with creative number 1, right? Then I will do Russell Brunson with placement C with creative number 4, right? So now I have the capability of dial into these campaigns and see what is working, all right? So this is basically my testing framework that you can use to actually deploy any type of new funnel, any type of new campaign, and then you will keep on optimizing and deploying based on the results of this first time around. So again, dynamic ad sets or dynamic creatives, ad set level budget, which is really, really important initially when you're testing, and then automatic placements. All right, these are the keys when it comes to testing, when it comes to my framework for testing new stuff, and I hope that it helps you guys too. Now, if you want to learn how to plug this side of the equation and make sure that this is working so that all you need to focus on is on the rest of stuff, right? You need to get a copy of my perfect ads formula. So go to hernanvazquez.com/perfect. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. Have an amazing day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.